Hey there guys, welcome back to Hypermail, the show where we answer questions and comments sent to us by fans of the show. I know some of you may be disappointed that we may not be answering your Hypermail, but trust me when we say we intend to get to it at some time. We're using a random number generator to pick these and there's a ton of submissions, but I want to notify you all that we appreciate every submission sent to us.
Yeah, you're all fucking chads, except for those of you who haven't subbed to my Patreon. If you hasn't, you're a cunt.
I swear if you promote the Patreon in one more fucking video, I'm going to punch you in the face.
You're just mad you're broke as fuck.
We're both broke, you fucking idiot, and I don't want us to sound like one of those tools who fucking links their Patreon in every single video. If people want to find a way to support us, they will. Also, I want to note that for regular Hypermail episodes we'll be mainly focusing on mail sent to us, and for Hypernews we'll be focusing on Hypermail for our guests. We notify everyone in the Discord about upcoming guests, so that's where you should go if you're curious. Our next Hypernews should be coming out in a couple of weeks, and trust me, it's a doozy.
More like a dookie. Like seriously, this next games is one of the worst games ever of all times. To call it a piece of shit is actually a compliment.
Save it for the Hypernews episode, Chief. Let's answer some Hypermail. Let's see how much we have, shall we?
Jesus H. Christ, what a fucking mess.
There's definitely a lot to go through, though I hope we never have to worry about a shortage of Hypermail. Would you like to go first, Chief?
Okay. Our first Hypermails is from Knight712. Hi to both of you. I'd have two questions for the two of you. To Arbiter, what was your favorite class subject? To Chief, what happens if you have a giant robot that only you can drive it? Pick up bitches in it. Bitches loves the giant robots, right? That's why Transmorphers made like a shit ton of cash. Also, I'd probably use it to destroy every single goddamn gay station Nintendo bitch and goggle ideas in the universes. Also, Arbiter's favorite class subject was getting rimmed. Everyone knows that.
Excuse me, but how about I answer the question meant for me myself?
Because no one gives a fuck.
If he didn't care, he wouldn't have asked. Anyway, my favorite class subject is art.
Except you suck at it.
Shut up.
No, you.
I won't deny Chief is a better artist than me, but I've always enjoyed bringing my imagination to life, whether on a piece of paper or a computer screen. Anyway, thanks for the Hypermail on Knight712. Our next Hypermail is from Crazy Greg Films. To Arbiter, have you ever played or heard of an old Sega game called Nights into Dreams? It's one of my favorite retro games, and it feels like it's a game that takes place in the Sonic universe, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It's for the old Sega Saturn and I think for the PS1. There's also a sequel that came out for the Wii years back too. Give it a try sometime. You might like it. Both games play the same mostly. The Wii version has a better story to tell, but both still have good gameplay. And to Chief, I was gonna say something on what you called me last time, but decided it was fair.
Lol. Pussy.
Peace out, you two. I have actually played a bit of it, Greg, but I'm going to be completely honest, I wasn't really that into it because I had no idea what was going on half of the time. The gameplay is decent, but it's mostly just flying around with some catchy music, and it wasn't really enough to hold my attention. Though to be fair, I didn't play it all the way through, so maybe I missed something important as the game progressed. Anyway, thanks for the Hypermail, Crazy Greg Films.
Our next Hypermails is from SSJ4 Jason. To Arby, what SNES game do you consider to be the most overrated in your opinion? All of them. They're all trash.
Excuse me, that's my question to answer.
Yeah, but this is the only right answer.
I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, that's a tough pick because I like a lot of the great SNES games, but if I had to pick, it would probably be F-Zero. Reason being, it felt like a slightly faster version of Mario Kart without items. Plus, F-Zero seemed to only become popular because of Captain Falcon's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Anyway, thanks for the Hypermail, SSJ4 Jason. Our next Hypermail is from CDN. To both, have you two ever tried any other food or consumable products in the house you live in since John isn't around anymore? And if possible, would you also perhaps explain what's it like to be in a house where nobody even lives in? Hopefully I'm not making this too much of a mouthful of a submission I'm sending in. Koi face. Not entirely accurate to assume no one lives here. I mean, we live here, right?
Also, beam when he isn't busy fucking jerking off.
Says the master of masturbation.
Only inside of your mom. Lol.
As for the food, I try not to eat too much, but I have tried a couple of Dove chocolates.
Isn't that the shit Karens buy and eat and look at the message to pretend like they feels important?
You're the one who eats all the cheese sticks and animal crackers during the night. You don't have room to talk. Also, you still have to clean out that cabinet since you don't even bother throwing away the fucking wrappers.
Make me.
Trust me, I will. Anyway, thanks for the Hypermail, CDN.
Our next Hypermails are from XX Best Girl XX. And there's no nudes attached. What the fuck? Hello to both of you. My first question goes to Arbiter. What are your opinions on the Monster Hunter series of games and media as well as the recent awful attempt at a movie installment? Now Chief, I'm a girl. I'm the best girl. Really. The best girl. No girl is better than me. Ask anyone. So if me and you bang you will have major street cred. As long as you're alright with being pegged by me that is. Winky face. Keep up the good work you two lot. Arbiter, what does pegged mean?
It's when the girl brings her friends and you get to have sex with all of them in the closet.
That sounds fucking awesome. Hell yeah, I'd love to be fucking pegged. All night long. As hard as possible. Never come out of the closets before, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, I bet that it would be very interesting to see you come out of the closet afterwards. Anyway, I've played the Monster Hunter games and I have mixed feelings. For one, I enjoy the stories and combat, but I'm not a huge fan of the random loot drop mechanic. Never have been. I don't want to imply it started the trend, but it's entirely possible. As for the movie, I totally forgot it existed. I never saw it, nor do I care to see it. Anyway, thanks for the hypermail, best girl.
Send me ASL and I'll come get pegged by you later, BB. K.
Our last hypermail is from Kaiju Fan 2000. To Chief, check on the main page of Bungie's website. They revealed more info and footage on Halo Infinite. Please see it. Winky face.
Holy fucking shit. Fucking finally.
How long do you think it'll take the realization to sink in? Anyway, I think that's about all the time we have for this week.
What the fuck? Why is there a bunch of Destiny bullshit here? Where's Halo? Arbiter, I think Bungie's website got hacked. We need to get the hacker removal squad on this right fucking now. Oh fucking red emergency. Fucking world will probably did it.
I'll give it a few days. Have a great day, everyone.
Arbiter, this doesn't make any sense. What does this mean?